This is Brett Waltemath of Star Watch Media here at the 2012 Los Angeles Film Festival for the world premiere of the Western Dead Man's Burden. Mr. Moshe, Brett with Star Watch Media, it's a pleasure to speak with you. We're here for the world premiere of Dead Man's Burden. How's it feel to be here and for your world premiere?
I'm really excited. LAFF is an amazing festival. It was actually the first festival I ever attended 8 years ago, and I've always dreamt about making a Western, so I'm so excited for everyone to see it on a big screen in a real movie theater.
Can you tell us a little bit about the story? You're also the writer, I believe, of the story.
Yes, I'm the writer-director. The story it's a Western set against a backdrop of an America ripped apart by the Civil War. The main character, played by Barlow Jacobs, is a former Union soldier who's actually from the Confederacy, and when he went to go fight for the North, his father told him, "If you ever come back, I will kill you." So now we're 5 years after the war's over, and he learns his father's dead. So he decides to return to his family. And the film really explores that reunification of him and his sister and seeing if they can reunite on the Western frontier.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is your directorial debut as well. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
What was that experience like for you, also dealing with a Western period film being the first film you ever directed?
Yeah, I'm kind of probably the only person stupid enough to ever step behind the camera for the first time. Like, I never really made a short or anything, and involved shoot on location in New Mexico, at the end of a 2-mile dirt road that when it rained, it became not just mud, but clay. There were snakes, there was no cell phone reception, we were in period costumes, there were horses, goats, chickens, there were guns that actually fired, but not when we wanted them to all the time. I mean, making a Western was living a Western, and I don't think it would have been possible without all my amazing collaborators from my cast, my crew. We put together an amazing team that just really made it all possible.
What were you able to take away from the whole filming process, and what were you able to learn from the process to move into a potential second feature that you direct?
You know, I mean, there was so much I learned from the project. You know, just from the most basic things of how to work together on a set. And I think the most important skill I learned while making this film was a choice I made early on, which was involve my key crew and my key cast early on in the process. So get them on board and let them help develop the script with them, so that, you know, my costume designer, for example, Courtney Hoffman, thinks of something she wants to include on Barlow Jacobs, who's playing Wade. And then he and I talk about it, and it incorporates something to the character, which we involve on the script. Or for Claire Bowen, who plays Martha, thinks of a sort of a motivational aspect of her character that then Ruth DeYoung incorporates into her production design. And that sort of ownership and collaboration, I feel like that's what I took away the most, and that's what I'd like to do going into my next project.
What is it you love about the Western genre?
Well, the Western's the myth of America. It really tells us who we are as a country in a lot of ways. But it's also a totally, well, like all myths, it's manufactured. And what's so interesting about it is it was really manufactured after the Civil War as a way to reunite North and South. Because if you're in the West, it doesn't matter if you're a Northerner or a Southerner. And as such, it's sort of whitewashed over a lot of those wounds that are still apparent today. And I think that's really what appeals to me about the genre, what it hides underneath it.
Can you see doing another Western in the future?
I would love to do another Western. I dreamed of making Westerns. I would like to make more.
Upcoming projects for you that we can look forward to seeing?
Right now, I'm working on developing a TV show that actually incorporates sort of themes from the West into a modern-day society. And then I have another Western, which I'm developing, which sort of involves more older actors. And then I have a sort of, this is totally strange, but New York subway story that's a mix of like sort of action zombie film.
Mixing it up.
Yeah. Hey, you gotta enjoy it.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for the time. Really appreciate it. Congratulations on the film. Oh, really quickly, I will ask, this being your directorial debut for the world premiere, what are your feelings when it's about to be screened for an audience? How are you feeling right now? Nervous? Excited? How do you feel?
At this point, I'm just purely excited. I just can't wait for people to see this movie. It's been a long time coming.
Thank you so much for the time. Congratulations on the film. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.